and when I played on a little bit I realised that things would go horribly awry and it simply wouldn't work. Hello and welcome, my name is Ajaxpost and this is Transport Fever, and if you just spotted it there's a slight glitch with this fabulous mixed depot train station cargo freight road station asset here. It looks fabulous, it does all sorts of wonderful things, but because of the way the modder had to code the various elements together, there is some slight glitching of the trains as they pass through the station here. They kind of sort of shuffle along a little bit. I'm not going to worry too much about that. Aesthetically it's a bit odd, but what the heck. Anyway, hi, welcome. Now this is going to be hopefully a reasonably short little episode to correct a couple of things that I got horribly wrong in the last episode, which I think some of you may have noticed. My new stone construction materials route from the quarry here through Thatcham all the way up here past Felixstowe up to the construction materials yard here. I wanted to create the demand by sending trucks from here into Whitchurch, and as some of you will have noticed, Whitchurch is already served by construction materials delivery via these trains here. And when I played on a little bit I realised, I'm going to pause that before it gets too out of hand, I realised that things would go horribly awry and it simply wouldn't work. So what I need to do is reset this so that the demand is actually up here in Thiel, or in fact anywhere other than Whitchurch really. So we'll set the demand up there. Now that's a bit further than Whitchurch from the station here, so what we'll do is we'll put a small sort of a local freight delivery system in there to take the construction materials up there, and we'll actually discontinue this freight route here into Whitchurch. So what we'll do, we'll get cracking on that right away. Now putting a freight station in here, if we just turn on the land use, that's not too bad actually. The industrial buildings are here this side of town, so that's quite easy to get to from the factory. And also it works because we have got some raw materials up here in terms of wood, and that's iron ore, isn't it, I think? Yes, iron ore. So if we come to use those in a future cargo route or a cargo production chain, it might be handy to have a route through Thatcham here. So what I'm thinking of doing is siting the station actually somewhere along here, or perhaps actually along here. If I stuck it in, let's get a station up there. We want a cargo station. We'll take a through station for the moment. If I stuck that, say, in here, that would actually work reasonably well. Or I could stick it over there. Do you know what? I think I'm going to place it here. I had, when I was looking at this earlier, thought I'd place it here. No, I think placing it here works better. But it does mean I've got to get rid of a couple of buildings to create. What I want to do is create a sort of triangle here. Can I do that from there? So let's get a slim road in there. I like to put bus lanes in, as you know, so it keeps my traffic separate from the private traffic. Will that do? I think that will. If I take one from there, that's... Or can I actually come from here? Oh, that works better, I think. I need to come out, oh, darn, a little bit more. Let's delete it and to get it a little bit longer without being too long. Nope. I think that works. Okay, so can I turn that? That's fine. Yeah, it looks a bit iffy, doesn't it? What I want is something a bit more straight, basically going across there like that. Can we do that? Yeah, that works there. It's a bit wibbly wobbly there. Let's get rid of that. Good job I'm reasonably rich at the moment. That works for me. Okay, so where can I stick my station? Cargo station. We're going to want at least 2 tracks on here, aren't we? We'll keep it high speed. I'm going to use a simple diesel loco, I think, to start with, so we won't have catenaries on there. We'll also make it quite long, just in case. Well, you never know, things might take off. Right, and that gets to... If I take it down there, it gets to most of the industrial buildings, whereas if I place it up there, it gets to more of them. Can I? Because if can I take that out a little bit further? Just a teeny little bit of road. Will that do? Yep, I think that works. That means I don't need to put trucks in there to deliver the construction materials locally. That's a cost saving, isn't it? So if we put you in there, I think that works. Okay, so we're going to take high speed. We're not going to use catenaries for the moment. Can I take you out there? I can if I connect you, perhaps. Let's connect you up. Oh, I can. Sneaking right past that building. That's cool. Right, so let's get rid of that road. Don't need that in the way. And I'm going to be cutting across there. So I want some sort of curvature coming along here. If we run through there, I think. Now that's quite hilly. Or do we want to curve around a slightly longer route? Actually, I'm wondering if that might actually be better going round. Let's try that, shall we? Rather than trying to make my way by tunnels and stuff through that big hill. Right, so we're going to want to go over this passenger rail, I think. Oh, you can't use M&N, can you, on rails? It doesn't like it very much. So if we, where are we going? Go around there and go up a bit more. I don't think we're going to be high enough. No, we're going to have to backtrack on that piece of track. I'm going to keep going up. I think that's a good ground to start from. That's it. No, don't go to ground. Right. We don't want a long bridge if we can help it, so which sort of bridge will we use? I think we're using that sort of bridge up here, are we? Yeah, I think so. So we'll keep sort of stylistically consistent in the area that we're in. So that will do for that, and then we need to bring him back down to earth again. That's cool. Again, I'm not looking to put in a big, expensive, fast locomotive here. So, have I gone too far that way? Possibly. So we don't need to worry too much about top speeds here. Right, get rid of that road. Again, having learnt from Colonel Failure's maxim of always road over rail, never rail over road. That's an awful nasty cut in there, because you want the road to have the bumpy incline to get over the rail, rather than the rail having a bumpy incline to get over the road. Why have I've got a nasty great tunnel in now? I didn't want a tunnel if I could help it. And I think I've cut too close to that mountain, which is a bit of a pain. I didn't really want to do that. Let's come round there. I'd like to get away with that. There you go. What platform is my... So that's coming in on that platform there. So we'll take the outer one, which I'm on at the moment. Okay, so that looks... Oh, apart from that nasty curve there. Well, that will do. That will do, I think. Okay. Now, we've got a switch over there. That's fine. Okay, so our new route is going to be taking construction materials, which are normally that sort of colour, possibly, from there to here. Thiel North. Actually, not more north, more Thiel West, to be honest, but there you go. Okay, so that's Thiel Construction, if I could spell correctly. Package. Oh dear me. That's better, I think. Okay, so that will take that from there. I think all these trucks can actually go... I don't need to do it from there, I do it from here, don't I? So all these trucks on the... which one was it? Whitchurch Construction, yeah, all you guys can go to a depot and be sold. That's fine. Okay, so what we've got a train line and route going in there while the game auto saves. Thank you very much. What I can do actually, it's going to be a little while before we haven't delivered any stone at all yet to our construction materials factory. So what we could do is actually use this depot here to send out our train, and by the time hopefully it gets to Thiel, someone will have delivered stone up there and it will have construction materials to take back. Okay, so diesels, actually if we look at electrics first, we've got these good old reliable ones. These are fairly powerful. Actually, I'm using that one elsewhere, aren't I? Don't want to use that one. But they are rather expensive and faster than that one's not bad actually. Well, actually, that one is very good. Deutsche Reichsbahn. I'm not German, so who knows if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I do apologise if I'm getting it horribly wrong. 262 Grün, which I believe is German for green. I hope I'm right. It could have been very insulting to somebody. Yeah, that one's not too bad actually. That's 62, fairly powerful. But I was looking at a diesel like this one, which again I think is another modded vehicle. It must be modded. It's in German still. Yeah, let's go for that one. I've not used one of these little diesel sort of shunter route freight kind of things before, so we'll use that one. And we're taking construction materials, and that's going to be these, isn't it? That one goes too fast. Don't need that one. That one's better. Takes 12. Yeah, we'll take... How many of those should we take? 36? Let's take 4. I dare say we will want many more than that as time goes on, but for the moment that's more than enough. So that was Thiel Construction Haulage. Right, so he's going to work his way up to there and sort that out. Do I need any more signals on here? to prevent too much clashing, because we've got the other train on that route as well. Actually, if I put some signals there, I think, to give us moderately sized blocks. So, okay, so we'll have one there, one there, and the other side of the, yeah, let's stick some on the other side of that tunnel as well. That will do. So basically, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Where is it? There it is. Oh, wonderful looking little loco. It looks like it really is a really industrial kind of model, isn't it? That it looks like he's used to hauling big, dirty, dusty industrial materials around. Little workhorse, and a lovely driver sat at in the cab. Actually, looks like he's driving it rather than staring at the heavens, as they most often do. You don't need all that. I shall leave that one on. Right. So where's our stone? So you're there. 26. What I might do is I might release him early, actually, to get some stone up there. The other thing I was thinking of, actually, was delivering stone back here into Thatcham. And if I remember right, yeah, the industrial zone's all over here. So we can drop cargo off here, and it does have a road freight platform here as well, so we could pick up from there. It's not really designed as a drop-off point because the platform isn't terribly big, but it works. So if you can sort of get your head behind the fact it doesn't look right, you'll be fine. No worries. Okay, so yeah, we're going to do that. We will stick in. I'm thinking again, and this is becoming one of my favourite cargo stations, is stick the straight through here in. We need to set that as one way. Just plug it in there, and that way it handles all the industrial stuff. Now, one thing I noticed with this, is you'll notice, if I get it out here for a second, where is it? You can set the street type to large, extra large, small or medium. When I played around with this earlier, I discovered that it didn't like connecting to large streets. Now, whether that's because of something else in my game, because I have got a couple of other street mods in here, or whether it's an issue with the particular depot itself, the station itself, I'm not sure. So I'm not going to use large, although I would like to in some places. And 4 terminals? I'll give it 4, why not? Yeah, I think that'll work fine. Could do with raising that a bit, actually. Will that work? I'm not sure it will. There's a definite difference in height between these two roads. We'll ignore it for the time being. Okay, so if we stick you if I stick him there, I get more of the industrial units. Can I twist him a little bit? So he's kind of straight on. That looks fine to me. Not cheap though, is he? That was a medium street, I think. Actually, I will leave the... No, I won't. I'll take the bus lane off there because it looks a bit odd. It doesn't work terribly well from there. And our new route, which will be, where are we? Thatcham. Thatcham construction delivery, because that's delivering construction materials within Thatcham. So it will go from there. Let's change that. That will make it a slightly paler colour to there. Now there are 2 actual road freight terminals here which you can use, one of which is inside the whole building here, which is really nice and cool, but it does mean sort of crossing over the tracks. It doesn't have a terribly good sort of collision detection kind of thing in there, so there's no gates, as you can see. So I think, if I remember right, when I sort of played it with it a little bit, there was a risk of trains, and I don't know, I don't want it to go in there anyway. We're going to take it to the other platform, which is this one here. It's not another platform, it's the same one, you silly man. What? Wait, I'm not adding it, I'm changing it, that's why I made the mistake. We're changing you to platform 2. All 3. I don't know what I'm doing here, I'm losing. What is going on here? Right, that's better. I thought you could click on it and it would work. I don't know. Something odd going on there anyway. Okay, and we're going to need here. What we'll do, we'll put. Actually, let's release this train here. The other one's come back already, and we don't need it to be that. So we'll do that, which will send him off with 49. So that's a nice number. That should produce some construction materials. And what we'll do, we'll actually refit the trains on this line. So the Northern Stone Express. I'll do it the cheaty way, I think. This was an electric, and it was the 1102, I think. Yep, 1102 or 110.2. So we'll take one of you, and we've got 10 of those little GWR wagons, which were those. Okay, that's 10 of those. I'm not quite sure why. I'm sure when we first set this up, it didn't space them out quite like that. So maybe it's because modern wagons are longer, so it's assuming that. So we'll take those and we'll bring back. How many is that? Is that 4 of those? 4 of those. Yeah, that will do, I think. So they're both en route. So if they replace now, and we're doing that because the Northern Line, the Northern Zone Express train will be dropping off construction materials here at the depot. We've got a new, since was it the last patch or the one before that? They recently added anyway an unload only option here, so they'll unload anything they've got left here at the big station depot place. I might rename that actually. And the quarry will reset to wait on full. Yep, I'm in it, that's fine. Okay, so we've now got 2 centres of demand, or will have, because I need to put vehicles on this line, don't I? Always something I forget. We'll stick the little train depot, I said the truck depot, out here somewhere. Where's cheapest? Above the road. We'll stick you there. Okay, and we don't need many vehicles here because it's only a short internal trip. We'll use this because that's nice and cheap, and it doesn't need to go too fast. Again, it's only a short route, and we'll set all of them to Thatcham Construction Delivery. Splendid. Again, actually, I think we'll set that to full, just so they wait around a bit. And again, while they're waiting to load, or the first vehicle waiting to load at a station, pays a reduced or is discount on the maintenance costs, which is always handy when you want to start making money. Okay, so where's our Phosphorus Express? Where is he? Oh, he's just past Thatcham. He's got a long way to go. Should we speed this up a little bit? wait for him to turn up. Now what we could do, we could ride along. It's not a bad route actually, this one. Some tunnels. The catenaries have a slightly hypnotic effect, so if you're prone to visual triggers and so on, perhaps you ought to be looking away. Yeah, this does weird me out slightly as well sometimes. It's that onrushing not symbols as well, things, onrushing stuff. This is where it comes up to Felixstowe and crosses over the passenger track. There's actually a slight bump in the track here, which is a little bit annoying. There's a passenger train going down, so we shouldn't be held up too much. There you go, got a green signal. We're not there yet. Over the bridge. Oh, we've got a green signal. No worries. You see, yeah, I might try and fix that. I think I can smooth this out a bit as well, so it's not such an enclosure in the tunnel, so it doesn't crash into the airplanes as they come into land at Whitchurch. So what are we carrying? We're carrying about 50 stone, which should give us a nice return. So let's come out of first person view. Let's follow you in. Oh, we've crossed a year over. We've got a new loco. Excellent. Oh, this is very well timed. Is that going to wait? No, it's not, so you should wait. 2.3 million. That being a long way and reasonably fast, that should turn out to be very profitable. Look at 1.5 million already. Now, I dare say in the wait to get back, the wait at the quarry and the distance here has to travel back. It will cost me a fortune as well in that. In fact, how much is the line itself is in profit, which is very nice indeed. Okay, so again, this is just a short correction video to fix that little problem I had with the distribution of the construction materials into Whitchurch, which would have affected this line down here. That's the wrong train. There is no train, there's only this one going back. I mean, this line is still ridiculously profitable, we said before we looked at it. Yeah, last year it made 7.2 million. That's ridiculous. Now here's one. I think we still have an issue. It's only carrying 19. We still do have an issue with the distribution of construction materials from here, north of Plymouth, or south of Plymouth rather, into Plymouth and then on down. Actually, that's looking quite healthy there at Plymouth, waiting. Oh, it made a profit this year. That's not too bad. We might be on the way to fixing that. Okay, right, I'm going to leave this here. I have got other things I'm going to be doing fairly soon here. I think the next thing I might want to do is start building Thatcham up, and that's going to involve, I'm just keeping an eye on this train here going into Whitchurch. Oh, he's stopped. We'll just watch how much he unloads. 19. 4. So he's not carrying too much construction material onto the northern hub for distribution to Falmouth, Exeter and the like. So we may have to look at that again. There's always something that needs checking, isn't it? There's just too much in this game that to concern myself about. No, sorry, what I was thinking was to develop Thatcham next. Is we might bring some of this oil, this fuel rather, here into Thatcham. As you can see, we're getting huge oil deposits here which we're mining, or drilling for rather than mining. You don't mine for oil, do you? No. So I think we can take more out of there, distribute oil into Thatcham to start building that up, and also connect it in to our passenger line, our northern line coming from Thiel through Bristol into Yate here, and carry that round there. So I think that's going to be the next episode of this series. We will start poking around and putting more good stuff into Thatcham. I really do like this. I'm sorry, but this is a fabulous asset. I could do some smoothing there. Right, well, I carry on smoothing that. I think I'll let you go. Now, is there a good view to be had of any of our trains? Oh, we've got this one. Should we take this one through Thatcham? There we go. So yes, I will say thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you've enjoyed this this little corrective episode. If you have, do leave us a like. But even better, any thoughts, suggestions, criticisms, anything you'd like to say, then do leave us a note in the comments section below. That'd be lovely. And of course, if you've not done so already, please do subscribe. Oh, there's a little glitchy thing. Oops, sorry about that. If you've not done so already, please do subscribe, and then you'll hear about these videos as soon as I upload them. But from me, Ajaxpost, until the next episode, bye bye for now.